You ever hear a song so powerful it feels like it's living inside you? That's Bittersweet Symphony. But here's the thing, the Verve were never meant to be a one-hit wonder. Their story is a symphony on its own. Beautiful, chaotic, tragic, and still alive. Today, we're diving into it, the rise, the fall, and the rebirth of a band that reached for transcendence and paid the price for it. It starts in Wigan, England, early 90s. 4 kids with big dreams and an even bigger sound. Richard Ashcroft, Nick McCabe, Simon Jones, and Peter Salisbury. They didn't want to make pop songs. They wanted to bend reality, to make music that felt like leaving your body. Their first album, A Storm in Heaven, wasn't Britpop. It was something else. Psychedelic, spiritual, hypnotic. Critics loved it. Radio didn't know what to do with it, although they did have a bit of a hit with Slide Away. Great tune. But for the Verve, hits didn't matter. They were chasing something bigger, a kind of musical enlightenment. But then came A Northern Soul, and suddenly, the dreams started colliding with reality. They were broke, exhausted, arguing constantly. The label wanted hits, Ashcroft wanted the truth. McCabe wanted soundscapes that never ended. And in the middle of it all, heartbreak. The band imploded. Ashcroft broke them up, just as the world was about to take notice. But the story didn't end there. Months later, Ashcroft does what only a real believer would do. He brings the band back. He calls up McCabe, they make peace, barely, and they start again. And thank God, because what they create next changes everything. Bittersweet Symphony. It's not just a song, it's a statement. That string loop from an old Rolling Stones orchestral record. They sampled it legally, or so they think, but the lawyers came knocking, the Stones company sues, the Verve lose all royalties, all of it. Ashcroft once said, "This is the best song I've ever written, and it's the best song that Jagger and Richards have ever written too." Despite everything, the song explodes. MTV, radio, everywhere. Ashcroft walking down the crowded sidewalk, bumping into people, not breaking stride. That became a generation's anthem. Every line dripped with truth. Trying to make ends meet, you're a slave to money, and then you die. And that was Urban Hymns. Sells 10 million copies. The Drugs Don't Work, Lucky Man, Sonnet. They finally became massive. But here's the tragedy. Fame didn't fix anything. It broke them up all over again. McCabe walked, the band burned out, and suddenly, the same band that gave us the most spiritual hit of the decade disappeared. The Verve split in 1999. Ashcroft went solo, McCabe went quiet, the dream felt over, the story felt finished. But something about this band refused to die. In 2007, out of nowhere, they reunite. Older, wiser, scarred, but still chasing that light. They released Fourth in 2008. And the single, Love Is Noise, sounds like electricity and redemption. It's not nostalgia, it's like a rebirth. But like before, it doesn't last. Creative differences, exhaustion, the Verve end again. And yet, their legacy keeps growing. Years later, the industry finally does the right thing. Richard Ashcroft gets his rights back. Bittersweet Symphony is his again. And that's poetic justice. The song that took everything from him finally came home. And Ashcroft can be found opening stadium gigs for Oasis. The Verve were never just about one song. They were about the fight to feel something real. They stumbled, they fell apart, they came back again and again because some people don't know how to stop believing. And that's the lesson. You can lose the money, the band, the fame, but if your song still moves people 25 years later, you didn't lose.